Now we've got a game that's actually pretty fun. We're trying to get as high a score as we can, catching things in space, but it's always fun to shoot lasers. So let's do that. In our artwork, we'll do a SC space search to get all of our assets here. And let's throw a laser in there, shrink them down a little bit. A little large for a chicken, because chickens have a specific laser size. And let's turn the solid off. And we better give him a behavior so that he flies upwards. The laser does. We'll clear that search, grab a bullet behavior, put the speed down a little bit. Somewhere in the 1 to 2 range is probably good. And 90 degrees. Now we're going to add a class for this because usually when you're creating lots of something, you want to do that if you're going to be destroying just certain ones of a class, etc. So there's our laser class, got that taken care of, and we're actually going to tuck him off to the side because we're going to be cloning him using programming. Now, somebody playing this on a mobile device needs something to push on, like a button, so that they can actually fire the laser. So let's go to artwork and do our SC space, and we have a little button. You could use any shape for this, really. And it's rather huge. Shrink that down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Now, in the appearance tab here, we don't need that solid, and we're also going to put that on the user interface because that's where the user is going to be using it, and it doesn't interact with any objects in the scene then. It just stays kind of just right in front of the player. Even if the camera does move in your game, you want user interface items on the user interface layer. Now, we're going to do a little programming. So we're going to say that when we catch those saves, that number is also how many lasers we have. So in order for this button to create a laser, we're going to add a new event here. We'll call this shoot laser. Bring that down. And so we're going to say when they push the button and they have enough ammo or enough lasers. So we'll say when that button senses it's being touched down. In Unity, instead of using sensing touch down, we can use on mouse down to fire the laser. When you've got it all coded, it'll look something like this. And the score is greater than 0 so that they actually have some. The score label is greater than 0. So the program will run like this. When they push the button down and the score is greater than 0, then, well, what's creating the laser? Well, we want our chicken to create the laser. We want him to do the spawning. So we say the chicken will clone an object laser. Instead of cloning, Unity will instantiate or spawn something. So you just tell it what you want to instantiate, the laser, and where you want to instantiate it. So I told it when I click the button to spawn or instantiate at the chicken, and it looks like this. Cool. And whenever they create a laser, they lose one of those points because they created one, right? That's how shooting a laser works. So not only does it create a laser, it also subtracts a point. So we're going to say score. The score label will subtract 1. There we go. Now let's give it a whirl. So I can't shoot, but now I have this, and boom! You saw the number went down. I have 1 here. If I click on this a whole bunch of times, it only creates 1 because I only had 1. So now I have 2. I can shoot 2. Cool! We can shoot lasers. Can't hit anything yet. That's up next.